The warm, soapy water bubbled around my hands as I scrubbed the last plate, the rhythmic motion providing a false sense of calm. The kitchen was a whirlwind of chaos, dishes piled high, remnants of dinner scattered across the counter, the faint aroma of spices lingering in the air. I felt the weight of the world pressing down on my shoulders, but I couldn't let it show. Yani, you don't need to worry about it, one of the staff members said, their voices laced with genuine concern. Let us do that. Sir will be furious if he finds out that you are doing this. But boredom clawed at me. I'm literally getting bored. Please let me do this, I insisted, my voice rising slightly, echoing against the tiled walls. It's our job, ma'am. Please let us handle this, they replied, frustration mingling with the soap bubbles. I blinked, lost in my thoughts, and the words slipped out before I could think better of them. Just go, don't worry, I know what I'm doing. I felt the heat of the water, but inside, my mind was frozen in a swell of worry. What if I messed up? It had only been a week since everything changed, and each day felt like a balancing act on the edge of a knife. I finished the last plate, a sense of relief mixed with dread settling in my stomach. I had told him that I needed time, that I wasn't ready for all this. But the reality hit me hard. He knew I was scared. The thought sent me a shiver down my spine. Ma'am, the voice came again, pulling me from my thoughts. You really don't need to worry about it. I turned, and there he stood, Jungkook, tall and imposing, his presence filling the doorway like a storm. He wrapped his arms across his chest and my heart started to race. What are you doing here? I managed to stammer, feeling both anxious and exhilarated at the same time. The air crackled with unspoken tension. I am paying them to do the work. If my wife is doing it all by herself. His words hung in the air, heavy with unintentional authority, and a flutter of something warm ignited within me. No, I was just getting bored, that's all. That's why I'm doing this, I defended, feeling the heat creep up my cheeks. Where's your phone? He asked, his gaze sharp and penetrating. It's in our room, I replied, my voice barely above a whisper. First, go change, or you'll catch a cold, he ordered, his tone brooking no argument. I looked down, realizing my clothes were soaked, the fabric clinging to my skin. I nodded, heart pounding as I turned towards our room, feeling a mixture of embarrassment and anticipation. Inside, the soft light of the lamp illuminated the space, casting warm shadows that danced along the walls. I shivered slightly, my mind racing with thoughts of him, JK, the man everyone feared, a dangerous mafia king who had chosen me. The reality of our arranged marriage still feels so real. A whirlwind of emotion I wasn't sure how to navigate. As I emerged from the bathroom, my hair damp and wild, I caught sight of him on the bed. He had removed his shoes, a sign of vulnerability that tugged at my heart. On the beside table lay a single flower, a gesture he repeated every night, a beautiful contrast to his dark persona. JK, I whispered, noticing he hadn't eaten dinner. He must be exhausted after a long day. I felt a pang of concern for him. He lay there, eyes closed, but I could tell he was feigning sleep, waiting for me to come closer. So I approached cautiously, and my gaze fell on his watch, still clasped around his wrist. My heart raced as I gently unlatched it, setting it on the table beside the flower. Thank you for the flowers, I murmured, a smile breaking through my worry. My eyes drifted to his hands, bruised and swollen from boxing. My breath hinged in my throat. Why did you hurt yourself? I whispered, feeling bold despite the weight of my words. I traced my fingers along his knuckles, the warmth of his skin sending shivers through me. I continued, my heart pounding in my chest. I really don't like men with tattoos and piercing. But I let out a soft laugh, finding comfort in the absurdity of the moment. But you look good. His expression softened, and I felt a wave of affection wash over me. He was so dangerous, yet in these moments, he was just a man, my husband, sleeping peacefully, vulnerable and unaware of how he stirred emotions within me. Just don't hurt yourself again, I whispered, leaning down to place a gentle kiss on his swollen hand before brushing my lips against his cheek. Good night. But just as I turned to leave, he grabbed my wrist, pulling me back with a force that made my heart leap. You can't leave just like that. His eyes sparkled with mischief as he sat up, wrapping an arm around my waist, drawing me closer. I could feel his breath on my skin, warm and intoxicating. Even if I am awake, I won't say a single word, I swear. My face flushed, caught between embarrassment and excitement. I wasn't sleeping, I was just telling you to eat. He chuckled, that teasing glint in his eye making me weak in the knees. I remember every single word you said. Want me to repeat them? My cheeks burned as I bit my lip, feeling completely exposed under his gaze. So, you don't like men with tattoos and piercing, huh? But you like me? He pressed, leaning closer. Who said that? My words stumbled, and I could feel the heat radiating off my skin. And then he stood, the movement stretching out between us like an electric current. You look beautiful, especially without makeup, he said softly, and I felt my heart skip. Flustered, I bolted from the room, heart racing, my thoughts swirling. Half an hour later, I sat on the couch, cheeks still burning with embarrassment. How silly I am, playing with his hands while he pretended to sleep. So embarrassing. But it was okay. I took a deep breath, reminding myself that he was my husband. I had a right to worry about him. Yet my mind raced with possibilities. What if he enjoyed my concern? What if he found comfort in my presence? Suddenly, he appeared beside me, his gaze steady and warm. You look so beautiful, he said softly, leaning closer. I'm not wearing makeup. Please stop teasing me, I shot back, but a smile tugged at my lips. You have no idea how beautiful you are to me, he whispered, and for the first time, the words flowed from me without hesitation. I love you too, JK. I love you very much, I replied, my heart soaring. And with that, I left the room in a rush. And with this, the story of this movement ends here. Hope you like it. Hope you like this video. And if you did, please give a thumbs up if you are a true fan of this story. If you are a true fan of Jackie and Yanni. And yes, don't forget to subscribe.